Wait, we're underwater. Just focus. Take a minute here if you want. Good force.
Impressive!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. All right. Here we go.
You're doing great! Go, go, Look at you! Zoom, zoom! Keep going! Wow!
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's go. Wow, Zowie. Ah.
Say the ocean tastes like tears. I love you so much.
Ha.
walk. I heart coins. How about you?
Ha-ha! Yeah! Ha-ha!
Storms are brewing.
Shocking!
Nice work! What a rush!
Easy time!
Play again.
Wowie zowie! Yeah!
Having fun?
Yeah!
Maru. Maruru. Ha. Wow.
Ugh!